Jungkook, the most dangerous and fearless mafia, cold as ice and hot as fire, can be sweet but it's rare. Parents died when Jungkook was 14 years old. 𝐀 𝐂𝐨𝐥𝐝, innocent and a good person, sweet as sugar, very cute and beautiful, can't see if someone is in trouble, can be smart and calm when needed too. No friends because he is poor. Parents died in a car accident when he was 14 years old. It was 6:30 in the morning when a cute bear woke up. "Good morning to me," they said in a morning voice. He immediately shuts off his alarm which was about to ring. "Aha, Mr. Clock, again I beat you. Try next time harder." They happily giggled and went to washroom for his morning routine. Taehyung lives in a small apartment. It's the only thing he could buy when he got the insurance money from his parents' accident. Plus, his parents left some money for him which he used for his studies. Though he sometimes becomes sad when there is no one to call his friends. But he also sometimes enjoys his being alone. He explored and had some nice picnics with himself. He is really smart, but sometimes lazy as sloth. They was now doing according to his plan. He was making ramyeon for breakfast. Well, it was only option for now. He had a phone, which was really of no use because he don't have any friends and family, so his phone is mostly used in listening to music. They loves to listen music. He believes music can heal everything. Right now as well, his phone was playing Permission to Dance. He shakes his cute bum side to side while enjoying his favorite song. Tae was now at the street, returning from the grocery store. Today, he got his salary of the online job he was doing, so they bought some grocery to have a good meal today. It was night time, means Tae's best time. Tae loves night time cause there is no one who would judge him. Usually, people judged him because of poor appearance, but now no one was there, so he was happily walking. Suddenly, he stopped on his track when he heard a whimper. He frowned. They thought it might be a puppy injured, where Tae has extreme love towards animal. So he turned towards his side. He walked towards where the whimpering noises were coming. He bring out his phone's torch to see properly, but let out a small gasp when he saw a man clutching his stomach while panting. The male looked at Tae. Tae was also looking at the male. Seeing he had a knife in his hand, he was not going to go to this stranger who had knife. He was waiting if man will harm him or not, and his intuition was correct. The man tried to throw the knife at Tae. I said tried. But fortunately, when the man was about to throw the knife at Tae, someone shot the man right on his chest. They covered his ears because of the gun sound. After a few seconds, Tae took a look at his surrounding but found no one. He thought, where is the person who shot this man and saved my life? He was going to move towards the dead man who was laying in the pool of blood. But suddenly, he felt a gun pointed at the back of his head. They knew one move will cost his life. What do you want?" he asked in a small voice. The male didn't say anything but snaked his one arm around Tae's small waist and pulled him towards his hard chest. They looked down to see a tattooed arm around his waist. He was going to fight back but stopped when he saw something on the man's wrist. His eyes became teary. He couldn't believe on his eyes. The man was him? He still tried to mask on his emotions, but what he saw again broke his emotions and he started crying while sniffling. Jungkook's point of view. Wow, his waist is so tiny. He is a man, right? I was going to warn him to not to tell anyone what he saw, but I frowned when I heard sniffles. God, is he crying now? I turned him to face me. Wow, how can someone be this beautiful? Even if he is crying? Hell, what am I thinking? Hey, stop crying, you puppy. I told him in my deep voice. But that crying puppy didn't stop. He is looking like a harmless puppy to me. I removed my hands from his waist and pushed him to the wall. I said, "Stop your waterworks." Finally, he opened his eyes. He raised his head up and looked at me. I was shocked to see someone having these beautiful eyes. His eyes were shining because of tears. His nose was red like tomato, like he... No. Ash, why am I thinking like this? Anyways, I will never meet him again. Let's just deal with this. Listen, you will not tell this to anyone, okay? If I found out you opened your mouth, I will make sure to fire rest of the bullets in you. And with that, I released him from my grip. I was thinking he will start crying again as his bottom lip wobbled like he used. What the heck, John? Just leave him. Your work is done. Author's point of view. Jungkook put his gun back in his pocket and saw the puppy-like male was staring at him. What the heck are you staring? They didn't say anything, but just continued staring at him. He was so shocked to see his cookie. Yes, his cookie, who in childhood promised him to marry him, but left him alone. But for they, his cookie was his first love. Cook let out an annoyed sigh. He was feeling something which he hates when he looked at those eyes. He just ignored him and started walking towards the black side of the street. After a few minutes of walking, Jungkook was now annoyed. You might ask why. Well, because that puppy-like male was now following Jungkook. Jungkook turned towards his back but found no one. But he knew the puppy male might have hid somewhere. Well, he usually kills that person who tries to follow him or see his murder. But this puppy male's eyes was stopping him, and that's why he was annoyed with himself. Look, I know you are following me, so stop this shit right now. I can shoot you in a milliseconds, so better if you stop this mini stunt of yours. And what do you think? Did Taehyung had any effect? Nah. He just waited till the man turned towards the front and started walking. After a few minutes, he was still following but frowned. Taehyung frowned when he saw he reached in front of his own apartment. He looked at the male who now turned towards him. Be lucky, I am in a good mood today. Just get in your house and don't even... Before Jungkook could say something, chloroform was sprayed by they. Jungkook felt dizzy and in a second he was about to fall. But they didn't let Jungkook's body fall on the ground. Taehyung used his full energy to hold Jungkook's heavy body. Well, let me tell you, this naughty bear always had a pepper spray and chloroform spray in his mini bag because he is a victim of many bullies in school and above that he lives alone. So to protect himself he uses. But today he sprayed at the unconscious male who was his cookie. Well, he needs to confirm that, but first he has to make that man in his house. Because he can't let anyone know that the person with weapons is in his home, unconscious. Though Jungkook was heavy, but they managed to pick him and went in his small apartment. Story will be continued like this. See you in next part.